I'm back in the Let's Play world. So, yeah, the last episode took way too long than it probably should have been to get one village out. Well, I think I did two. All right, audios, all that. I did like two or three of the village houses, but I got them done. Took a lot longer. I was kind of hoping to get more, but considering it took me like an hour and a half just to get two, which was that one and that one. And I think maybe that one too. I don't remember. But I pretty much well, the village isn't fully done as there's one detail that I gotta add, which you might be able to guess, which is torches. The only things that have torches are these. And yeah, so I'm not gonna mess with those, but I want to light everything up. Not only, well, usually all the buildings only have like a handful of torches, so I want to go and do my normal torch setting routine. Just ignore these emerald blocks that are here. I'm not sure. I did get, what was it, last episode? I got a Silk Touch iron pickaxe. I'm not sure if that will be able to pick these up, so I don't want to Google it and then turns out Google's wrong, so I'm just going to play it safe and wait till I get a Silk Touch diamond pick. Um, that reminds, I probably should start to get diamonds. Might be might be worth it, but probably I want to get a mending villager first before I start making diamond tools, and I'll probably make a diamond sword first, and then because usually how I'd recommend is pickaxe, and then well yeah how probably what most people do is they'll do like pickaxe, probably armor, then sword, axe, and all that, but I'm gonna do a sword first, then a pickaxe. I might have enough diamonds already that I found from chests to do it all. So we're gonna wait a little bit for the sun to set, and then with the village being kind of looking like it's abandoned, I'm gonna actually light it all up, which is good. As well as I'm thinking of just for now, just so it's kind of there's light here and I don't have another creeper incident like with that house. Also, why can't you make you have to have 8 blocks of all right, yeah, it's dark out, stuff spawning. Let's get the lighting up this village so it doesn't look abandoned and see how much better it looks. So we'll do this. I'm debating about turning my volume up more just so there's no more creeper incidences. Like, well, there's a creeper there, but we got that lit up. We'll light up these houses. So, like, this one, put a torch there. Oh, fuck. At least I saw this one. I'm starting to think it may have been a bad idea. May have been slightly a bad idea to do it all at night instead of just doing it during the day and seeing the difference, but yeah, so and then put torches there. I know I'm using way too many torches than I really need to because in all, at least for the interior wise, in all reality, I could just throw one torch in there. But I like to make sure everything's nice and lit, so we'll just kind of work our way from one side to the other. Make sure to shut doors when I enter houses. And again, fill it with way too many torches because, of course. Is that? Nope, that's not a one space, so I'll do them on the corner. I had a nice routine going back with the original villages, but then because they changed it with these, I had to kind of adapt it a little bit. And then we'll do there because, yes, have an open flame leading right up to wood. What could go wrong? I'm gonna do all the buildings first, and I'm gonna go around and do the wall. I'll get the simple stuff done. Like with these, I just do corners. So that's lit up. We'll go do this one over here, which lights up this side. We'll starts to light up this side, and then we'll do the other pen, and then start moving on to the small buildings. So we got this pen here. And I misplaced a torch. Get that nice and lit up. Already looks better. And there's a skeleton. Probably gonna have to kill that skeleton. That is, yeah, single spot. So I can do that there, which kind of saves torches. And I hear a zombie. Oh. And I got a carrot, too. And I place that torch up there. So now we go inside, and I'm just gonna do that. Just eat real quick. Okay, so we got that house done, and then single peak. Yep, single peak. So we'll get this one done. The village kind of looked weird because it took quite a few in-game days to get it all done. And it kind of, like, it looked a little, just without any lights, like, it looked like an abandoned village. Like, if you look at, like, the houses there and there. Looked abandoned without any lights. And then we'll go do here. And, alright, so that's like this. There's one stack of torches gone already. Oh, I was gonna say, why are you sleeping in here? But I remembered the library doesn't have a bed. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the small houses done first. Like this one. At least now the world will feel more inhabited. Like, even though there's no villagers in here, which that reminds me, maybe I'll also do that. Alright, you want to be a friendly spider? Nope. But yeah, that also reminds, maybe I'll also, during this video, go steal a villager from my farm, and from my iron farm, and then breed them. Alright, and then up here... Oh, fuck, and there's another skeleton. Why the skeletons? I mean, they're not hard to fight, it's just... They take... I can't just go up and instantly because they knock you back. Oh, and another bow to add to the collection. Cool. I should probably watch out in some of these bigger houses. They might have stuff inside them as well. Put 2 there, 2 there, and 1 there. And there we go. That already looks good. Put a torch there and there. Yeah, we'll go with the inside, and then I can put that there, so then these 2 will go into... Wow, the light actually lights up a lot of the outside, too. There's that. And I'll save the library for last, because that's kind of like the biggest building. And then here, put there and there. And that lights up the area. There should be a lot less stuff spawning here. Still gonna probably add a handful of torches on the ground at some spots. Why did I just do that? And I guess I'll just, or yeah, if I just get rid of these, the 2 torches there. And it's already becoming daylight, but the village looks so much better. I'm not sure how to go about the library. I need to craft bookshelves, actually. That reminds me. And then light up here. And I can put one there, so I'll probably need something to stack up. And then I'll just kind of do it like that. Oh, god damn. At least I'm actually seeing them. Yeah, so that was a bad idea, so I'm gonna finish. I'm not gonna have enough torches to do the perimeter of this. Eventually, the idea would probably to have, like, lanterns like every other one or something like that. So, alright, we have that one there, which means that we can place those there. I'm gonna need something to... Oh, nope. Alright, that's even better. Place those there, and then... Here I could just do... Could just do one like that. Probably wouldn't be bad, and... Yeah. And I'll get all around here on the entrance pathways. Get that done. At least the good thing about torches is that, because I'll probably get half of these torches back once I actually decide what I'm gonna build here. And at least with the torches, like, since I can, I don't, it's not a, I can, well, yeah, you use them to craft lanterns, so you can never have too many torches because eventually I'd like to just make everything lanterns. And I could probably build like little light posts, like one here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make an actual pathway that goes through this forest. If so, then that would probably go out a little bit more to around here, like, because this area, well, this area in general. Might need to plant some trees here. I don't know. Because I'm not sure what I'm gonna, why did I go this way? I don't need anything from here. What's over here? Oh, crap. I completely forgot about this. Alright, well, good thing I have extra pickaxes left over, so I gotta get this spot and this spot, change that to dirt, as well as this little patch here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about this corner here, as well as over there, so for now it's just gonna stay. Is this a creeper hole? Or no, it's that little fishing thing, and more floating trees. Yeah, I still need to go through and fix all the floating trees. There's, I think, there's that one and one other one. And I completely forgot that I needed that area there. These trees here might eventually all get rid of, and wasn't there just yep, probably Enderman. I don't think I would leave just a singular block. And we'll do that like that. I don't know why I added this, I just kind of thought it would be cool. Well, as well as, ideally I'd want a way to get up on each side. And the path only went out to there, but I had some kind of cool idea, like I could have this as kind of like a little tunnel way. And that kind of, like, if I make this like a little town or whatever, then this Could be like a port. Could be the main port. I still need to. Not sure what I'm doing over there because I need to plan out the what you call it for the pathway from spawn. But that I don't even have planned out. The only other thing I have planned out is the pathway for here, but I need to edit it because my normal walkways are a bit what you call it. Yeah, I can leave those two because these are kind of right there. So I'll start with this line here, and I'm just gonna put torches all here. Because if you see, I don't really care too much about. I'm still going off of armor that I get from mobs. I wish there was like a way where. Is there a way where you can like craft down like you can smelt it down into ingots? Because that would make it much better. Like I can just make a set of iron, and then all the extra iron armor that I get from zombies and skeletons, I can just craft down into ingots. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this right here, because it's just that one singular block that sticks up. Got this all lit up. I know it looks horrible now, but again, this area is more of a, well, yeah, it's ready for development pretty much. And there's another area that I gotta figure out how I'm gonna have that, which is for also, I guess I could also start talking about future projects that I'm gonna do here in this world now, since I got this. Was initially a side project, but became a major one, which not too bad because if I actually do get a design of, well, if I do get some ideas of what I want to do here and all that, then I can just start. I can pretty much just tear down these houses and start building. Well, yeah, so ideas I have over that way where my little kind of base is. I'm thinking of on the island, like, all right, if you're looking on the dock at my base, out towards the water, the island that's over to the left, I'm thinking of building my house there. Because I have like my little kind of base thing. It's more of just a little outpost that I built just because I wanted a legitimate building. So I got that idea for a house, but I need to design it and all that. Or I might just say screw it and do it freehand. Although I'm thinking of designing it because that's something I started with. Not this Let's Play series, but the one I did before it back in 20. I think it was. I started at 2021 and I didn't really get that. I think I deleted the whole thing. Well, actually, no, I did delete the whole thing. I still have the world, which is because the world, like, I don't really have much. I pretty much got rid of all my items. Other than I didn't feel like dealing with like all the chests full of dirt, so I just left them, or they might be empty as well. But I have all of that. I was debating on just switching that world over to creative mode to see what it could have looked like if I didn't abandon it. Alright, and I think 2 stacks might be enough for the rest of this, so I'll just make 3. Yeah, I'll make 3 stacks because I'm also gonna, well, by stacks I mean I'll use 3 stacks of each material and see how many of that makes me. Because I'm also gonna scatter some torches around here. As well as scatter some around here. I'm not sure. I'm debating on I might fill this in just to get the landscape looking good. I'm gonna have to do a lot of landscaping for this part, and then over here to kind of bring these down. I also have a lot of smelting to do. Like these, all right, I got, the coal there with all that, and got some iron there, and a lot of copper. So I guess that means that I should probably build something out of copper. And I don't have that turtle scared the hell out of me. I just seen something emerging from the water. Alright, so I have only... Alright, well, let's see how many stacks of sticks I can make. Alright, a stack and a bit. Then that's what I'll turn into torches. I also am gonna have to clean up this mess. Do that. And that's probably already more than enough that I need, but we'll still... You know, I probably had sticks in here, right? Yup. Lovely. I do need to make like a little storage area as well. Cause these are all varying degree. Well, most of these are full. So the cobblestone is probably easily gonna get used up with the path system. So I'm not too worried about that. Um, what else? I like just adding. I feel like adding torches is one of the easiest ways to make something like just light for when it's not light out is easiest way to make something look like it's inhabited. Because to me, this world doesn't really seem to inhabit it, mainly because I don't really have many builds, despite the amount of time I've spent in the world. So, but yeah, so ideas that I got. So there's the house and all of that. Of course, the pathways, and I want to make a minecart system. So the minecart system, I want to try to develop the pathways with the minecart system. Now that I figured out that the only reason I didn't before was because I don't like going mining, so I wouldn't really have a lot of redstone to make powered rails, but I figured out that if I can find out how to make a witch farm, or if I just go on if I go on a witch hunt, then I can just get enough I can get enough redstone for all the powered rails. I'm assuming they use redstone. I think it's like redstone and gold that the powered rails use. And I already got an iron farm. Sticks are easy. So I also figured out like the benefit of planning stuff ahead. Because that's how I came up with my path design for the original world. I built it. I still have the build planning world, and I still use that. I haven't added too many things in there since the original world. Pretty much 90% of stuff in that world is from the original one. Oh, and there's another floating tree. Lovely. But a lot of stuff in the build planning world is from the original Let's Play world. Alright, and this looks a bit better. I don't think I'm just gonna... I don't think I'm gonna throw torches in all here, because there really isn't gonna be a reason. But having the outline there, that makes it nice. The village here, I should make a line where I'm gonna put the torches. Kind of make a torch line to cut it off, so... Oh, nope, it's these ones that aren't lined up. Can you go fuck off? But I figured just make a line like this and then throw in torches like could use one there. There shouldn't be enough light between these areas for stuff to spawn, and then I'll throw one in there and there. Maybe I'll put one on like each kind of path corner. I'll throw one in right here. I'll throw some in here. I don't know if that's dark enough for stuff to spawn. Throw some torches around here, and then I'll add some here. And then I guess this will be the line. Alright, yeah, like that. Throw stuff in there. I forgot to add the parts here that branch out. Like I'm actually gonna do something with the base village design though. And then I'll throw a torch there and there. Alright. I could use more over here. And then I can put one there, and a few over here. Huh. And yeah, that should be, well, I guess, alright. I'll light up this little spot over here, since it's close. Throw one in there. Oh wait, actually, yeah, so I'll move that to there. And nope. I was gonna say, wow, it lines up with that, but it doesn't. It's off by 2 blocks. Alright, and now hopefully I shouldn't have to worry about getting attacked or stuff spawning inside the village that might need to be dealt with. So that should be good. I feel like I should add another one there. Now let's go up to the mountain real quick and look at it. I really hope over here's enough. I might bring this out. Well, I don't really want to bring it out just yet. And then now, since I got it all pretty much marked out, I can plan stuff. Now let's see if I can actually talk about all my plans for the world without getting sidetracked again. Yeah, that looks so much better. I have no idea what I'm going to do with up here yet. My two ideas is a volcano or some sort of kind of like those Japanese building, like the Japanese buildings that look like they're stacked on each other and each layer is a little bit smaller. Actually, what I should do real quick, since I got my look, is hurry up and go sleep so I don't get phantoms, because I forget. I think it's like 5 nights they spawn it, and then they spawn. My plans for this island. Oh no, I haven't lit up there. Damn it. I gotta get down here lit up. I don't think this bottom part of the village was ever used by the villagers. And here, I'll just run around and place them. I won't worry about making nice lines. That should be good. I know I could definitely space out some of these torches a bit more. Like, I could space these ones out. I'm gonna stop because I'll probably just end up making or placing more. I'm getting rid of this one, though. Okay, so there we go. Got... Alright. So now I got this done. Let's, put my bunch of torches away, and that scared the hell out of me. I'm probably gonna need to make a new sword after this. So I'm gonna get rid of you real quick. Okay. So yeah, my ideas for there is either a volcano or like one of those traditional Japanese buildings. I don't know what they're called. But that's my idea for that mountain, which, well, yeah, that, um, you're gonna be an issue. So that's the idea for there. Although, depending on my idea for here is because to me, this island is I kind of see it as like the center point of the world. So it's like, okay, I kind of like I want to keep it as a village, obviously. I want to make kind of like a custom village or like a little town. So because of that, I might not make that a volcano because it just kind of seems stupid to have it there as a town. But I want it to kind of be more like a little vacation town, kind of make it look nice. This whole area is gonna be damn it! I thought I guess swords can break torches. This whole area is gonna be like a nice beach like that there. I'm thinking of keeping that little lake. I got to do some terraforming with this little corner. And I gotta bring down the sand mountains, which is something I think I also mentioned. Well, the sand that kind of goes hand in hand with this, but this was the main part that I'm not gonna build on it very soon, and most of that is gonna be terraforming anyway. But I see this as like the main point because I have that. My base and stuff is over there. Well, my little outpost. The desert biome is far off that way, in that direction, which I do plan on doing stuff in the desert. I just have nothing planned exactly yet. The quarry and what's probably going to be the industrial area is going to be over there. There's that other village over there, but I'm not going to do anything with it. Spawn is right on the other side of that mountain. And then over there's snow biome. Now, the snow biome over there is where I want to build like a winter. I say winter, a Christmas village, which that I might start planning out next. Maybe have it done, or I'm not sure how many. I know, like I think a village is based on like how many people live in it and all that. I think, as well as probably the amount of like home houses and stuff. But you can't really go off of how many people live in it in Minecraft because you can only have a certain amount of villagers in a certain radius. So I guess for like a village, I'm gonna say maybe like 5 or more buildings. Because I'd consider like maybe like 4 to 5 buildings could be a homestead. Like, because for example, like say like out on a farm, like you'd have the main house, that'd be one building. You'd have kind of like a shop, shed, like with all the tools and stuff, that could be a separate building. Then like a barn, that'd be three, and then like two other little storage buildings and stuff like that. So I'd say to me, how I'm gonna consider it is less than 5 buildings. I'd say would be a homestead, kind of like a little house area. I mean, granted, I could just build 5 houses too. I guess it depends on what type of building. But for a village, I want to have like at least 5 buildings, preferably 6 at the very least. And the ideas for buildings I have in the winter village is one of them's going to be a reindeer stable, and then another one's going to be Santa's workshop or his house, whatever. Some buildings like that. So there's 2 buildings I already have planned, and then obviously probably have to have a cookie bakery. Maybe I can make like a cool little coal mine to it as well. And then like a hot chocolate bar and stuff like that, and then houses. One idea I was thinking of, like on top of, I'm gonna make the houses normal player size. I'm not gonna make it like as if they're elf houses because that would kind of be annoying. Well, for me that just it'd be annoying, like trying to walk around it. One idea I have was like I could do like either reindeer stables or because of like if we go to the dressing room real quick and go to no, not that. We go to classic skins. Um, when did I get a Star Wars skin pack? And I think the How to Train Your Dragon one came with the world I got. Um, well, basically, they used to have. I don't know if they'd be there, but like how they had the reindeer skins. It would. Oh wow. How like they have the skins for each reindeer. It would be probably a festive pack, right? Okay, but how they have like the festive skins. I know I think it's easier to find on the if I went over to on my PS4 edition of it, and I'm a default skin now. Lovely. Oh my fucking god, it did not. God damn it. Or is that because I just have it there? Like if I go to my character, lovely. Okay, I have it there. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Okay, good. Okay. Anyway, but I was thinking of like I could either go the way of making actual reindeer stables as reindeer-like animals, or I could do it to go with the reindeer skins that they have. And now thinking about that, I'm remembering of the one time, I remember a while ago, my one friend out for a decent, at one point would play Minecraft as a reindeer skin, and anytime I think of the reindeer skins now, I think of that, I don't know, it was some random enchanted object they made, and I want to say it was a stick, but they renamed it, and they fucking chased me around because it was a creative mode world, and then they put me in survival, and they had this fucking god mode stick, and they chased me around the fucking map and beat me with it. That's what I think of every time I see anytime I think of the Minecraft reindeer skins, because I think they have like one for like all seven. No, eight. Yeah, there's eight, and then nine would be with Rudolph, right? Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. Yeah, eight, and then nine. All right, nine. Which I think that might be. I mean, I might just go with both, just because it's more things to build that actually have a reasoning to be built. I think that's the main reason I don't build a lot of things in survival mode, because it's like, or just even in creative, like I'll just, for example, on some worlds, I'll just build a giant fucking ship, and then I won't touch that world again. So I might do a mixture of like actual legitimate like normal deer like reindeer stables, and then I'll make houses for like the Minecraft skin ones and the humanoid ones. Other ideas I got, since we're on the topic of humanoid characters, is because of all the characters I draw, like what I have two dragon characters. Well, I have more than that, but I have two that I actually class as characters. The others are kind of just ideas that pop up every once in a while, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to draw this, even though I probably should. And then all my Aeromorph characters, and then the Tank Morph ones and Ship Morphs, all the humanoid vehicle characters that I have. Another idea I got, which is just so it gives me stuff to build, is build houses and shops for them. Just the houses alone would take up a decent amount of building. Like I don't want to build suburbs. That's the one thing I don't want to do in this world. But I don't mind having like, say like, all right, for example, this village, like, all right, that is a tradesman building. Cartographer, stonecutter, library. So I got, a few ideas like that. Also, because the new Happy Gas came out, eventually I do want to get, transport areas for those set up, and probably ports, like small docks for the boats that you can actually sail. I'll probably get those set up as well, so like, the walkways and the minecart tracks, which those I need to start developing together, since they're probably going to be a similar route. And then boats, maybe an ice highway. Maybe I can try making one of those, but want to make places for the boats, and also buoys that lead to each area. And then some things for elytras. I'm not sure if like to get more than one you have to because I mean, I can't remember. I don't even know if I've ever fully killed the Ender Dragon, like fully in survival mode, like not get rid of all the crystals and give myself a shit ton of things, then switch to survival mode and kill it. Like I don't think I've ever fully killed it in survival mode. Or hell, I'm not even sure if I've came across a stronghold in survival mode. Now that I think about it. But I'm assuming, because like some of the servers I see that they have a lot of they got a lot of people have elytras, so I'm assuming you can get more than one. So I want to make facilities for elytras, and then as well as new facilities for the happy gas because it's kind of cool. It's damn full armor. I feel like happy gas is kind of like, oh damn it, he despawned. Happy gas is kind of like a zeppelin. I would say like Hindenburg, but that one is a terrible. It's a terrible idea. It's not the best example to bring up because the Hindenburg is known for it for it crashing or exploding or whatever the hell it's classed as. It's accident. More like I guess airship Los Angeles or Los Angeles. I think that's how it's pronounced. Um, Build style wise, I'm not. I don't want to keep a similar palette, but at the same time, I do. Like because right now all this stuff I'm kind of going with a bit of a medieval fantasy style. Well, maybe not much fantasy style, but more of a medieval style with the stone and stuff like that. One idea I did have was like turn this island into a cyberpunk city because I was watching some videos of people building those and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I kind of want to do that, except I know nothing about it, so I might not. Um, I was also thinking maybe make like kind of like a Japanese style village. Think of like buildings like in the city of Kyoto, which that I could make because yeah, pretty much I've don't really have much area explored. Like, all right, I explored all the way that way into the snow biome. I haven't explored much over there. Like I may have went on the other side of that mountain, and I've explored mostly over there to the desert. And I do have a massive desert biome, which that's a whole nother land of stuff that I can do with. I'm just talking about just the areas close. Should probably make a buoy system to the desert, though. That might be a good idea. And I'll just get this kind of tightened up. I really gotta do quite a bit of terraforming. That's definitely gonna be an off-camera thing. But yeah, so I have a handful of ideas. I was also thinking of kind of building like a oh, there's a pig down there. I completely forgot about this area. I'm just gonna do that. Another thing I was thinking is building kind of a nuclear power plant. Think of basically like Chernobyl, kind of like that. Because I always thought that was cool, like having a nuclear power plant looming in the distance. Like for example, like if this mountain was bigger, have a nuclear power plant on top of it, or I could make a small scale one to make it seem like it's far away. Like maybe I can have it over there on like I'm not sure if that's an island or if that's like a main thing of land, but I could have it like looming in the distance over there. And along with that, I was also thinking of maybe building like kind of like an abandoned city like Pripyat. Not sure the correct pronunciation. Pripyat. I think it's Pripyat is the more correct one. I know I've heard that one more. But something kind of like that, just because I think it'd be pretty cool to have. You know, kind of get that cool vibe going with it. As well as, like, if I do build, you know, power plant is kind of going to be... I'd say the power plant part would be easy, because I build kind of like the big shielding thing over the reactor. Yeah, that looks much better. I'll tackle that later. But I'd still, I got those few ideas. How long have we been going for this? I know I spent most of it talking. Oh, we're at 50. So I'll probably keep it going for like another 15, maybe 20 minutes, and then yeah. Over there, this area is gonna have probably all the useful buildings, like that aren't just there to look cool. Because it's my it started out. It's my little I call it's the industrial area. Like it originally was the quarry because I hate the Rocky Shore biome with a fucking burning passion, and I wanted to get rid of it. And I needed a lot of stone to build my walkway, so I'm like, okay, I'll build a quarry. Well, not build one, but all right, I'll have this area as a quarry. Also, I know technically this isn't quite an island yet. Eventually, I will need to break this down. I'll reshape it. Maybe that's what I'll do it here. I'll probably just get rid of most of that in general. But over here, it eventually, it started out little mine there. I built this, bed, crafting table to craft stuff, and then I originally had these three chests. I made a dock here. This chest is just for stuff I get from fishing. And then I made under here as an extra storage room. And then I ended up growing jungle trees here so I could get extra sticks. At one point, I made a little farm, which I might make it back a farm soon because I'm getting close to running out of food. And then once I started that project there, I'm like, all right, these stone tools aren't going to cut it, and I actually looked into making an iron farm, which is also a wool farm. Which reminds me, I need to get a lot of, because I crafted a lot of the string into wool. But yeah, so I need to spend more time here in AFK to let all my iron build up. And here I just have all these villagers. I might start changing out some of the things, maybe get some with different professions. And then trading halls and all stuff like that. This I just made a little smelting area real quick, and then I made a tree farm because I'm gonna need all this type of wood, and yeah. I think I also might set up a little storage facility here for just all types of blocks. And I'm not sure how far I'm gonna take this down. My initial plan was to take it down to here and make it like a flat area, but I don't know, maybe I'll keep it up to like to this level. Either way, I know this level is all coming down, other than the little border I have around the iron farm. So, more than likely, I'll probably just spend some time AFKing here, mostly to get all the trees done, because I definitely need, especially the oak wood. Oak wood is like the wood that I always need it more of. Although I'm gonna need a lot of birch for the path because, I decided let's use logs. And a lot of spruce, not only for the logs, but for the trapdoors for the tunnels. Well, yeah, so I'm not sure. I was thinking, like, maybe make it a nice little port. Maybe have it 2 blocks up. So, like, here. If we go, like, kind of like around here, have this tall. Instead of having it go all the way down. Or just have it slope down. I don't really know. Oh, shit. But, yeah, so I guess what I can do now is, well, I'm just gonna dump these in here. This chest is, oh yeah, there's all the wool that I made. Actually, let me take the bone mill, because I'm gonna make that dark blue. And I'll also put all that there. And it's almost nighttime again. But, yeah, so I have quite a few ideas, but first things first is I need to sort out the paths because they might need a minor redesign. I like the design, it's just initially my plan was on the initial world, which I don't know, I might try to revive that world. I don't know. This one is definitely my new main world, though. The other one's kind of, the other one just bad timing. Didn't happen during that world ended up coming about, and it was good for a few months, but then just a lot of bad things happened and kind of just killed that world. So I think I just might leave that world there, how it is. I do like the little walkway I have out on that world. Maybe I could do a similar one here. Like I can have it maybe branch. I can have it like branch off of a path, and no, it would be too much. It'd go too far. Yeah, this village looks nice now, all lit up, and I feel like I need a torch here. I feel like, or yeah, probably should also have put two torches there, and I dropped the. It's right when I drop off my torches, cause why wouldn't it be? We'll go rest in this house, and we're at a few more minutes until an hour. I might just end this here, cause most of it was just me talking. But the best part is I finally have this project done, fully, completely done. I have all the whatchamacallit. I have all the houses lowered. I have all the terrain flattened. I have it all grass except for that one area, which I'll probably should have just went and fixed that right after. I also might hang some lanterns from some trees just to stop the spawning in some area. Like, for example, this one I might hang a lantern from. But yeah, so that's. Let's see how much longer now I go before I do another stream with this world, because it seems like I'll do like one or two videos and then this world goes silent for a month because I end up doing the videos like so close by, because it's like, okay, if I do this I'll get backlogged, but if not, because it's not only, this world isn't just for the the series on the channel, like this is my legitimate, this is the world that, this is my survival world that I play a lot. If it was just for the series, then I probably would not have as much stuff done as I have. So, that's a little reason why uploads for it are infrequent. And yeah, so I can't wait. I gonna go in my planning world, plan out. I gotta fix something. I gotta figure out something with the paths. That is the main thing. I gotta figure out something to do with all the paths, because those are the next things I got planned. I probably just gonna continue living out my little outpost thing. I don't really need a house. Got my little outpost. Or just the random amount of beds I have placed all over the world. And then yeah, so hopefully the next videos is, I do plan, I do have one kind of shorter video I can do, which is sorting out some things at the beginning of the path. But it's not too much. It's mainly like doing the balcony, because I'm not changing that tunnel because I already did it. I already built the tunnel, so it's like, yeah, I'm not going to change it any. So that's going to stay how wide it is. I might adjust the width of the roads. I might make it one less. I do kind of like how it is now, but it's all even, so it's kind of a weird spot when it comes to adding lights. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. That'll be it for this, and this will be Alpha 118 signing off.